always check your labels for everything. I'm always checking labels. I'm that annoying person in the grocery store like this. Put it back. Put it back. So that's just me though. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Kathleen Hart here from the Little Piece of Heart cooking blog. You're in the right place if you are looking for anything that is low carb diet related. That is what this channel is dedicated to. So I wanted to just say thanks for hanging in there with me while you're seeing a lot of like sit down videos right here. These are the easiest for me to film right now. And if you didn't know, I have a 19-month-old son and I am pregnant currently with a girl who's due in March. So I just want to start posting more videos for you guys. So in doing that, it's just gotta be what I can film whenever I can film it. And that is why the videos are just coming out, cranking out, and a lot of them are gonna be sit down videos. But it seems lately that you guys have really been liking my new series where I kind of go over different ideas that you can take into lunch. I did lunch and breakfast for a low carb diet just to switch it up. So today I decided to continue that, but instead devote a whole episode to drinks, because I think that drinks are really like kind of forgotten about when you think about starting a new diet, because a lot of people are set in their ways with what they like to drink all throughout the day. And I just want to give you some new fresh ideas in case you're struggling on a low carb diet and you're wanting, I don't know, soda or a certain alcoholic drink or just a certain kind of sweetener in your coffee. So if you're interested in that, definitely keep watching. We're gonna talk all about low carb drinks today. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right into it because I have a list here. I've been making lists, guys. So the first thing is soda. Soda is so not healthy. However, there are times when I'm craving a Coke Zero and I will have a Coke Zero and I could care less. And then you know what? Then my craving is gone. That's just life. If you want to have a Coke Zero, have a Coke Zero. If you're trying to stay good and have a soda alternative, there's so many different options, literally. My favorite is always gonna be my good old Yeti knockoff, my Arctic tumbler. This thing is better or just as good as Yeti and literally half the price. And I will leave that link down below if you're interested in trying out one of these. They're awesome. Hot things hot, cold things cold. But anyway, that's besides the point. In here, I love doing ice, club soda, lemon, and lime juice. Half a lemon, half a lime, and then a little sprinkling I do of Himalayan sea salt. I'm obsessed. I can't drink water without Himalayan sea salt or seltzer without it either. But anyway, this is the best soda substitute. It's almost like a lemon lime, like a Sprite. It's so good. And like fresh lemon and lime juice almost tastes sweet to me. So it almost feels like you are drinking soda, but you're really not. And I crave that more than anything else. I drink that all day long. And if I'm not drinking club soda, I drink plain water. That's perfection to me. If you need something with more flavor and you really want a soda substitute, like real soda, you want to drink it out of a can, I would go for the Zevia. There's the label. I would go for Zevia sodas. They come in so many different flavors. And actually, I've been able to find them at Target. So usually it was only like Wegmans, like specialty section. They have these everywhere now. This one is actually the Dr. Zevia, aka Dr. Pepper flavor. Not my favorite at all, definitely not. My favorite would definitely be the cream soda or the root beer. Great. The best thing about these is they're 0 carb. I just took it out of the fridge, so I'll show you guys the label. And you can also see the ingredients on there too. So these are sweetened with stevia. They aren't gonna taste like Dr. Pepper, Dr. Zevia, not the same thing at all. Definitely not. The flavors are a little bit, to me, a little bit more sweet, like the grape soda, which I thought I would love. It's a little too sweet for me. It tastes more like a sweet tart than it does grape soda. But if you try a couple different flavors, and then you find one that you like. I'm sure maybe some people this is their favorite and they don't like the cream soda. That's fine. We all have different palates. I love that we have different palates. You guys always comment on my taste test videos. I didn't like that. That's great. Wouldn't it be terrible if we all had the same taste palette? I think so. I love that everybody likes different things and we can share with each other what we like and what we don't like. But anyway, I can vouch for certain flavors of this. And this one isn't bad. It's just not my favorite. The root beer, my favorite, definitely. The cola, I don't know. Maybe you guys will like it. Let me know if you drink Zevia and what flavor your favorite is. And if I didn't mention a flavor and you love it, mention it down below, because I'm trying to drink the ones that I have in my fridge before I buy a new flavor. But I'd love to know which one I should buy next. Okay, so my biggest thing in the afternoon is having something with a caffeine kick. But I'm pregnant now, so I'm trying not to drink too much coffee, but I also am not one of those people that can drink coffee in the afternoon. I feel like a cartoon character with my heart. It's like, I drink a cup of coffee and my heart is beating fast. I'm like, you know, I'm having palpitations. I'm like, I gotta sit down, or do I have to go run a mile? Like, I don't know. So I can't do the coffee in the afternoon. So what I've been doing is going and reaching for the Steez 0 calorie iced green tea. And this is the half and half flavor. So it's half lemonade, half iced tea, or half green tea. This is my absolute favorite drink of all time besides just the club soda. And when these go on sale at my Giant, they go on sale for like, sometimes I found them one time they were 2 for $1. That's unheard of. Usually they're about like, I think $1.50 each. But these are so delicious, and they don't give you that like heart palpitation, extra caffeine overdrive feeling in the afternoon, for me at least. And they're 0 calorie. They're pretty much 0 everything. And there you go, you can see all the ingredients as well. I'm absolutely obsessed with these. The taste is so muted. It's not super strong. It's not super in your face iced tea or lemonade. It's just the most perfect afternoon pick-me-up drink, in my opinion. Or in the morning, if you're not a coffee person, if you're a tea person, this is bomb. So good. Highly recommend these. I've been drinking these since high school, and that's a long time. So over 15 years I've been drinking these, right? Is that 15 years? Oh my God, that's 15 years. Okay, that's scary. Anyway, I've been drinking these for a very long time. I highly recommend them. They do come in different flavors. Just be careful, because some of them do have carbs and calories and things like that. This is my absolute favorite. I don't feel like this gives me any kind of negative side effects like soda would, or the heart palpitations like I said with coffee. It's just perfection. So if you're gonna buy a drink that's already done and ready to go, these are amazing. Highly recommend. So I did a video a couple months, a year ago, I don't even know. I did it a while ago. It's how to drink more water, and I'll put a card to it up here, and I'll also link it down below. And there's a lot of tips in there that are great also for low carb, being on a low carb diet and what to drink. And in there, I also specify that if you're drinking your club soda water combination and you're not a fan of like lemon juice, lime juice, if you're sensitive to the acidic properties of those, you know, those fruits, then that could be a problem, because my husband, he'll get heartburn like that. He looks so lime, he gets heartburn. But anyway, so if you're not into that, I would highly recommend doing a diet juice. And I know this might be controversial to the keto police. However, I think that it's better to drink water with a splash of this like diet cran, or I love the diet cran pineapple that they have now. It's super good. But if you're gonna put a splash of something to get you to drink more water, I think that's better than not drinking water or making a bad decision, like having soda or having, you know, a highly sweetened or highly carbed drink instead, or having an energy drink, of course, because that's not really good for you either. So I think that just adding a little splash, like I'm talking 2 tablespoons, like we're not even, and like for 8 ounces of most of these juices, it's 1 or 2 carbs. So 2 tablespoons, hello, that's pretty much 0. I'm gonna call that 0. I think that that's literally the best way to sweeten your water. And when you get used to drinking things that aren't super sugary and super flavorful, when you add like a little splash of these juices into your water, it's enough flavor. In the beginning, it might not be. Give yourself a day to get used to it though, and I promise you, you will be so totally satisfied with just a little splash of like any of these juices. And it kind of makes you feel like you're cheating, because these juices do give a lot of flavor to your water or club soda. So that's something to think about as well. I do this all the time. When I'm in a rut, there's always times when I'm getting a rut and I don't feel like whatever I've been drinking, even the club soda lemon lime combo. I'm sorry, but sometimes I don't like you and I don't want you and I want something else. So I will definitely keep those juices on hand, do a little splishy splash, and we're good to go. And it just like satisfies that sweet craving too. Like if you're craving something sweet, sometimes we'll have that water, which is really crazy. It actually sounds crazy. You're craving something sweet, but then you have that and it literally satisfies your craving. So that's just something to think about as well as an option. Sorry to interrupt this part of the video. However, I just recently got this flavor from my store, and this is the best flavor of diet juice I have ever had in my life. You need to run, not walk, to your store and get this juice. That is all. So let's talk alcohol real quick. I'm pregnant right now, so I'm obviously not drinking alcohol, but don't worry. I have a lot of previous experience in the alcohol department. I'm a wine girl, so I will always be drinking red wine when I'm not pregnant, of course. But I love the 19 Crimes red blend. I think red blends are the best of both worlds. They have like the dry and the sweet all combined into one bottle. Perfection. The 19 Crimes is definitely my favorite. There are a couple companies out there now who are marketing like a low carb wine. I have not tried any of those, but I also don't find that me drinking wine on my normal low carb diet ever affected my weight, ever. Like I could go weeks without drinking at all and my weight wouldn't really fluctuate much. It all depended more on what I ate versus what I was drinking for wine. So that's just me though. I don't know if it's for you, but there's also companies out there that are coming out, of course, which is awesome, with like low carb wines and like low carb wine delivery services. So I have not tried any of those yet. If you have, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know. But then my other favorite alcoholic beverage when I'm not pregnant, obviously, is gonna be the hard ciders. You know me, love club soda. And the hard ciders are just perfection. I think that there's so many brands out there now and there's so many different flavors, there's bound to be one that you like. And I felt like just having like a couple of those, that was like just enough. It like makes you feel happy, makes you feel good, but it's not like heavy and it doesn't make you super thirsty. They literally have, I think, perfected the hard cider. So a lot of people say that it's not enough flavor, that it's still kind of like a LaCroix where the flavor's dicey. Like, I don't know. I think those memes are so funny. If you've never seen them, you should Google them. But anyway, I think that the hard ciders that I've all tried, I love Truly, and I also love the White Claw. I think those are great. Smirnoff also has like malt hard seltzers, which are also gonna be lower carb. Just make sure you check the boxes because I almost bought ones that had the prettiest label. Oh my gosh, guys, they were so pretty. It looked like a baby girl's nursery. Like it had flowers and they were pink, like blush with like copper tones and everything. And they were like 15 carbs for half of a can. And I was like, okay. Not all hard seltzers are created equal, so just be careful and also read your labels. And what I like to do, just as a tip, because sometimes you will go to the liquor store and the container doesn't have the nutritional information and neither does the box. So you're like, okay, well, how many carbs is in this before I spend the money? And what I like to do is pull up MyFitnessPal, and there's a little thing you can go where you can scan a product, and then I would just go and I would scan the barcode on either the box or the hard seltzer at the liquor store, and it will come up and show you how many carbs something is, 9 times out of 10. Sometimes if it's a brand new product, it won't be in MyFitnessPal, but if not, then I'll just Google it. But that's something to think about as well. Always check your labels for everything. I'm always checking labels. I'm that annoying person in the grocery store like this. Put it back. Put it back. So that's just me though. I like to be careful because when I'm spending money, I want to make sure that it's at least something that I can eat when I'm following 100% the low carb diet. And also the last thing for alcoholic, if you've got those juices in the fridge, I mean, that's perfect to add to a cocktail. You can do a little bit of rum, tequila, vodka, and you can literally just add club soda and a splash of that pineapple cran, and you have an amazing summer drink. For the fall, you could do the cran apple. Just make sure you buy diet and do club soda, a splash of cran apple with some vodka. You've got yourself an amazing seasonal cocktail. So that's also something to think about as well, especially if you're not one of those people who can just drink like liquor with club soda, because I know that's like the go-to like low carb. That's like probably the best low carb cocktail you can have is like club soda, like vodka for instance, and like a squeeze of lime or a squeeze of lemon. But not everybody likes that. Sometimes you need something more. So you can always add in those flavored juices. I think that's literally perfection, especially when you want something that's a little bit stronger than, let's say, a hard seltzer. So that's just some ideas for you guys. And also, if you're not into drinking wine, those are also really good substitutes as well. And then I mentioned this in my breakfast video, but I'm gonna mention it again just because we are talking drinks. If we're talking about coffee, my favorite thing are the International Delight sugar-free coffee creamers. These, best flavor, lowest carbs that I have found, just amazing. And I will stand by them probably till they change their formula because I've been drinking them for so long. I love just having my coffee. I put a little bit of Truvia in it, and then I put in a little bit of the coffee creamer. And then sometimes I will do whipped cream, sometimes I won't. but that is my go-to morning coffee. So I feel like all the drinks that I mentioned today can kind of satisfy most of the cravings that people have when they're transitioning from a normal diet to a low carb diet. If there's anything that I missed, definitely let me know down in the comments. If there's anything that you love drinking or that you recommend, leave it down there. I love reading your recommendations. I love reading your feedback. It's awesome because this is our community. This is our low carb community where we can all talk to each other and share our ideas and just have fun and like bring some spark back into our low carb lifestyles. And also too, I just wanted to mention I'm trying to post 1 to 2 videos a week on this channel, but I also have a lifestyle channel, which will be on my ending credits and down in the comments. It's like a mommy channel where I'm just sharing cooking and cleaning and just everyday mom things. And if you're interested in that, if you want to follow me there as well, I'm posting a couple more videos a week there. So I'm trying to do all of the YouTube stuff and get it all done. So if you guys are interested, definitely subscribe to that channel as well. But with all of that said, I hope I gave you some inspiration for some new low carb drink ideas, and I will see you all very, very soon with a new video, but I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye everybody.